do not eat that junk anymore.
Big Macs, Baconators, and burritos. This is fast food at its best. But there are some items on the menu to stay away from, at least according to those on Reddit. So let's weed out 15 fast food items that should never be ordered. Part 2.
You'll thank me later.
Waffle House Grits.
Sure, I heard of grits.
Waffle House is one of those comfort food joints that serves up the kind of food that puts you in a happy place almost immediately after placing your order. The franchise has a lineage stretching back over 60 years and has become a culture icon, being referenced in songs, movies, and TV shows for years.
You said you wanted the authentic Waffle House experience, right?
Yeah.
However, this doesn't mean the chain's menu is perfect. According to Reddit, if you find yourself stopping by your local Waffle House, do yourself a favor and avoid the grits. While the corn-based porridge-like dish is a Southern classic and a creamy reminder that something simple can be delicious, Waffle House is not the place to go when craving grits. Unfortunately, Waffle House grits are extremely bland and require copious amounts of salt, butter, and other ingredients to make them satisfying. A big pass on this one.
Then don't take me to a Waffle House!
Little Caesars bread.
That's the best thing since sliced bread.
Pizza. Of course, we're talking about Little Caesars. Now, you'd think a pizza joint would know a thing or two when it comes to bread. After all, dough is the foundation for all pizzas. However, Little Caesars bread is something many Reddit users recommend you avoid, specifically the crazy bread. Okay, it's not their bread or dough per se, it's the butter that coats the bread. Yes, it may be delicious and all that good stuff, but the garlic butter that is slathered all over these breadsticks is imitation garlic spread.
Really? It's fake?
If numerous flavored chemicals masquerading as butter isn't bad enough, the butter spread is apparently on average a few days old when used and does not need to be refrigerated. Just like nature intended, right?
Gross, but okay.
Taco Bell beef.
Oh, incredible beef tacos. That sounds nice.
Taco Bell is among the oldest, serving up Mexican-inspired fast food and is about as beloved a chain as any other. Just one bite of a beefy burrito or savory beef taco and there's no turning back.
Wow.
However, according to Reddit, perhaps you should take a closer look at that savory beef before taking your next bite. The problem seems to be that the seasoned beef is only about 88% beef.
Do you see any cows around here, Detective?
That leaves 12% that isn't beef. It turns out that part of the 12% is made up of non-alarming ingredients like salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder, which is normal. The other stuff, such as oats, yeast extract, and maltodextrin, which is a thickening agent used in many foods, are likely not present in your abuela's recipe. While these ingredients aren't too disturbing, it is food for thought.
Next time, someone will think twice.
Starbucks secret menu items.
The secret ingredient is...
Okay, when it comes to secret menus, the secret's out. Of course, Starbucks fans are all familiar with popular secret menu items such as the Butter Beer and Twix Frappuccino, while other drinks like the Barbie Frappuccino and the Strawberries and Cream Refresher may be a newly discovered gem. Either way, the items that are served up on the secret menu all seem pretty glorious. However, Redditors suggest you simply avoid the secret menu due to a few problems you may encounter. The first issue is not all employees are going to know the names of the secret menu drinks, and there's a chance they won't know the ingredients, so unless you know them, don't bother. Another issue is many tend to order their secret menu drinks at any point during the day, even during rush hour. Not only is this inconsiderate, but your barista may resent you for your thoughtlessness.
You're total man.
Order the off-menu stuff at your own risk, or go with something from the regular menu.
Another cold brew? Don't mind if I cold do.
Jack in the Box Bacon Cheddar Potato Wedges.
The potato is wedged in your tailpipe.
Jack in the Box is a great alternative for those looking for something other than the established competition. That's if you have one in your neighborhood. Unfortunately, the folks over at Reddit may have you driving right past the chain. The culprit? The Bacon Cheddar Potato Wedges. While Jack's uber-popular bacon cheddar wedges not only look delicious and are not the usual kind of spud you'd find at your local burger chain, they're anything but what they seem. The truth is, the cheese is fake and the bacon is fake, according to the former employee who took to Reddit to inform the public.
This is important.
However, the beloved wedges have been discontinued. So is that a win-lose? A lose-win?
I really don't know.
Dunkin' Donut sandwiches.
Is that your sandwich? No. That was your sandwich.
Nowadays, to compete, you need a more dynamic menu, and this is exactly what Dunkin' has adopted, a more diverse menu that goes beyond mere coffee and donuts. However, according to a few former Dunkin' employees on Reddit, the chain should have stuck to what it does best. Dunkin' breakfast sandwiches can be a quick and relatively cheap breakfast, but those puppies pack a calorie wallop. A high-calorie breakfast isn't a great way to start the day, especially when the calories are a lot of saturated fat, which is an enemy of the heart.
Heart attack!
Another issue with the breakfast sandwich is the sodium content, which is rather high. That's a morning combo that will do you no good. At the end of the day, are you really going to Dunkin' for sandwiches?
Maybe just a coffee.
First time here? Well then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and never miss out. It's that easy. You're the best.
I know.
Taco Bell Steak and Beans.
Fantastic for steak.
Okay, so Taco Bell may not be traditional Mexican cuisine, but that has no effect on how delicious and convenient the food served up at the franchise is. Well, before you head on over to the closest Taco Bell and order that steak or bean-filled specialty, you should hear what the folks over on Reddit have to say. According to a few former Taco Bell employees on Reddit, Taco Bell's steak seems to develop a gelatinous film on its surface when left out to sit.
That's gross.
And the beans? Well, they're not just beans. They're a slurry of chemicals, filler, and coloring made to look like beans.
Am I supposed to eat this?
Wendy's chili.
I like to bring in some of my Kevin's famous chili.
When it comes to burgers, you'd be hard-pressed to find a franchise that does it better than Wendy's. That's not to say the other popular items on the menu aren't also delicious, but those old-fashioned square burgers are something special. However, there are some dishes that are less than stellar on Wendy's menu, with the main culprit being the chili, according to our friends over on Reddit. The issue with the chili is that it's far from fresh.
You don't even know what they're made from.
In fact, you know, all those leftover burger patties that didn't get sold during lunch and dinner? Ever wonder where those end up? The trash? Nope. The leftover patties are repurposed to make the chili. While we have to commend the chain for not wasting food, maybe just order a Baconator and a Frosty.
Good idea.
Chipotle's Quesarito.
Look at him laughing at Chipotle.
Chipotle is on a different level when it comes to Mexican fast food. The fresh ingredients and delicious flavors are a welcomed alternative to the other Mexican food options out there. However, according to Reddit, there is one item on the Chipotle menu that, upon sampling, will have you saying,
No más, no más.
First off, the Chipotle Quesarito is a secret menu item, and this is where the problems lie. Apparently, the Chipotle employees don't really like it when you order items from the secret menu, as these items are prepared differently than the established items. If you don't mind a few eye daggers or the scowling of a lifetime, then by all means, go ahead and order that quesarito.
I'm not recommending it.
Cedar popcorn.
Popcorn? You ever had popcorn?
Nowadays, you can stream pretty much anything you want at home, which has had an effect on movie theaters. However, one thing you really can't recreate at home is the theater popcorn. The smell, taste, and overall experience that comes with movie popcorn is something special. Home-popped popcorn just can't compete. However, while that buttery movie popcorn may be pretty tasty, apparently it's best to just go with the milk duds. First off, movie theater popcorn is not exactly the healthiest snack. But let's be honest, you're not going to the theater for the fresh fruit and other assorted healthy snacks.
Tell you what, I'll give you $10 for that thing.
The problem lies in the nutrient labels and their accuracy, or lack thereof. Another issue with theater popcorn is the butter. Delicious? Absolutely. Real? Not even close. That butter topping movie popcorn is about as genuine as your favorite actor doing those death-defying stunts on the big screen. It's pretty much a cocktail of chemicals and flavoring. Not so appetizing now, huh?
I'll pass.
Convenience store slushies.
Johnny, have you tried this Slurpee?
Remember going to the corner store as a kid to grab a slushie? Sometimes even mixing flavors, creating a rainbow of sweet, fruity, frosty goodness. Unfortunately, that same refreshing slushie that saved you from the heat could also cause you to feel ill and take to your bed, or worse, spend some unwanted time with your head in the toilet bowl. According to a few folks on Reddit, convenience store slushie machines aren't exactly the most hygienic things in the world. Apparently, these machines are often found with black residue, mold, mildew, slime, and other nasty surprises growing in the machines.
That's just unhygienic.
With this in mind, you may want to rethink that plan of grabbing that slushie during the next heat spell. On the plus side, by avoiding the slushie, you don't have to deal with brain freeze, and that's a win.
Brain freeze.
Anything from Applebee's.
Excuse me, I think my steak is overcooked.
This is Applebee's. It definitely was overcooked.
Fast casual is a great alternative to the usual fast food burgers and fries. Olive Garden, Cracker Barrel, and Applebee's are all fantastic franchises that specialize in having more than just burgers on the menu and making sure you leave happy. Applebee's has been in business for over 40 years. However, the chain probably shouldn't be in business at all, according to fine food critics on Reddit.
That's horrible.
With a menu that's full of cheap and bland rather than tasty and fun, Applebee's menu leaves much to be desired. One Reddit user even compared the food served up the chain as similar to frozen food you'd find at the local supermarket. Another suggested that the food is only suitable for a last-minute stop if there's nothing else around.
I have no choice.
Tim Hortons iced coffee.
Why did you just throw cold coffee on me?
The iconic Canadian franchise is just about everywhere and is beloved by Canucks nationwide. The chain has come a long way from the days of serving up both coffee and donuts exclusively. While Timmy's is known for its fantastic coffee, the iced variety is not so much a hit. It's a big miss, according to the coffee aficionados on Reddit. Tim's iced coffee has been called tasteless and water-like by some Redditors.
Who makes my coffee?
One Redditor even claims to have gotten a warm iced coffee in a sort of caffeinated oxymoron slap in the face. This wasn't always the case, as Tim's iced coffee was once a thing of beauty, being described as almost caramel-like. Apparently, those days are behind us.
Wait, this tastes different.
Fast food milkshakes.
I drink your milkshake.
We all know that fast food isn't good for us. We go to fast food chains for fast food. Food that's tasty, already prepared, and not too good for you. We accept that. However, some fast food items are worse for you than others. According to some former fast food employees on Reddit, the milkshake served up at your local burger establishment may be something to steer clear of. The number of calories in your average fast food chocolate milkshake can hover in the 1,000-calorie range.
Green calories are real calories.
Again, nobody ever said milkshakes are great for your health, but perhaps having the knowledge of the calorie punch these creamy treats tend to pack may have you thinking twice.
Think, Mark.
Panera bread mac and cheese.
Mac's famous mac and cheese.
This dish looks absolutely mouth-watering and comes with an edible bowl, which is both tasty and good for the environment. However, the good folks over on Reddit would advise you to skip the mac and cheese bread bowl and order the panini instead. This is because the mac and cheese bread bowl packs a huge calorie punch in the form of the dreaded saturated fat. It gets worse, as the bowl also packs a major salt kick, with over 100% of your daily recommended sodium intake.
That's a lot more than a lot!
Oh, and the dish comes in a package and is boiled in said package before being served, if the other stuff wasn't bad enough.
Oh, he's already eating it.
Stick around and check out part 1 of this video. Just tap or click, and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.